So I'll be leading us through a body scan, and that's a way of just settling, again, releasing tension. And then we'll go to some reflections on gratitude and intention. And just the basic guidelines when it comes to settling on your breath. You can do one of two things. One is to concentrate and settle. And as your mind gets distracted to thoughts or feelings, noting it, dropping it, coming back to your anchor. That's one strategy. And that's just dropping, coming back over. And just to note the other strategy, if it really calls you and it's not too distracting, is to investigate a little more into what pulled your attention away from your anchor. So you might look, what type of thought or feeling was that? Was that planning, ruminating? And if you're pulled to investigate, you might even go beneath that to, is there a feeling tone in that thought? Does that thought hold worry, anxiety? Does it hold peace, or does it hold anger? You know, so just looking at the feeling tone. If that so it's something in your general practice to go back and forth between. When you feel pulled for a little more investigation, we can learn from that. But if it's just spiraling us onto more thought, dropping it for now, it will come back eventually. Our thoughts keep returning and going back to your breath, counting. You could also use the background sounds as an anchor. You can come back into your body, a little tension, relaxation. Also, just to say, we're here today, and if you have your own practice, I'll be offering guidance, but feel free to be with us and practice in your own practice and let my words just wash through. That's fine too. For some people, a 30-minute sit starts to feel like too much, I've heard. So if that is the case, you might consider change. If that happens to you, you're feeling really restless at some point, you might change postures. Stand, sway meditation. So with that, we will begin just finding a posture that supports you in body and mind. You can close your eyes or look gently down at a neutral spot. And as a way to settle and arrive, I invite you to take a few deep breaths in and a longer exhale. Contacting breath and body, coming home. And coming to a natural breathing pattern, I'll guide us through a body scan from the top down to release tension and holding. Starting with the facial muscles, releasing eye muscles, jaw softening, shoulders releasing. Feeling the weight of the arms resting. Bringing attention into the hands. Noting the air touching your skin. Noting sensations inside your hands. Tingling. And shifting attention up into the area of the heart and the chest. You might deepen the breath to receive on the inhale, letting go and releasing on the exhale. And as a way to reset your rudder in the water, I invite you to reflect on your motivation, your intention for coming to these practices. If your heart could speak, what would it say? To be free from suffering, to live with an open heart, be more present, authentic. Simply honoring whatever comes up. And when you're ready, shifting attention back into the body, down into the belly, softening. To where your body contacts the chair if you're sitting, points of contact, pressure. Coming down the legs, feeling where the feet touch the earth. Sensations inside the feet. Vibration. Weight. If there's anything in this moment you'd like to release just for now, perhaps mental or physical energy, an attitude or perception, situation, I invite you to unburden yourself. You might breathe in And breathe out, letting it go through your feet, giving it to the earth. The earth that supports you, that created you, can hold it all. You might bring a slight upward turn to the corners of your mouth, your heart, your mind. Noticing what that does for you. And I invite you to join me if you wish in these silent reflections on gratitude. Again, noticing if anything shifts or how it makes you feel. With gratitude, I remember the beings in my life whose presence has enhanced my life. With gratitude, I remember and honor the generations of indigenous peoples who nurtured this land upon which I reside. With gratitude, I remember 1,000 generations of my blood ancestors who came before me and made this moment possible. I offer my gratitude for the many blessings this earth provides me. I offer my gratitude for my measure of health and well-being. I offer my gratitude for the family, friends, community, and teachers I have been given. Knowing I am a visitor here, I offer my gratitude for this life I have been given. I invite you to notice your breath. You might expand your awareness to include the space around you. The sounds near and far. There's both spaciousness and groundedness. I invite you to bring your attention to your breath. The rise and fall of breath. You might note in on the inhale, out on a longer exhale. In this moment, where do you contact your breath most prominently? Nostrils, throat, chest or abdomen. It can help to pick one spot and allow this to be your anchor that you come home to over and over. You will notice at some point the mind shifts on a train of thought. This is the opportunity to practice coming back. Relaxing the body, deepening the breath. A gift to yourself. A caring to be present. If it's helpful, you might note this space at the top of the breath and the space at the end of the exhale. You might notice the space between thoughts. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. You might note the feeling tone or the attitude that rests beneath your experience. If there's any striving or judging, I invite you to soften the grip of judging. Deepening the breath and releasing on the exhale. Can we bring a kind allowing to our experience? Watching the rise and fall of all phenomena, breath, sound, sensations, thoughts. If there's any sense of tranquility or calm, I invite you to explore it, enjoy it. This can be your pleasant abiding. We can forget our perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Leonard Cohen. In closing, I offer this loving kindness reflection borrowed from Bhikkhu Analayo. If you wish, you can place a hand on your heart. You don't have to, but if it's comfortable, you can. And bring to mind a being that fills you with a sense of unconditional love. It also could be an image, like a flower or a sunset, or an object. This being that helps you relax and be filled with warmth, care, ease. Allow yourself to be infused with this sense of belonging, acceptance, and love. Now we're going to imagine this place of care and unconditional love radiating outwards like a flame in our hearts. You can imagine a curtain being pulled aside and loving kindness radiating in all directions, starting with the front. Boundless loving kindness to all beings everywhere. To the right, the back, the left, above, below. Boundless loving kindness for all beings everywhere, without exception. And when you're ready, you might bring your attention back to your breath, deepening it down into your feet, feeling your contact with the earth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, gently bringing in the colors, the shapes. And that concludes our meditation. Thank you for joining.